All-Star Tower Defense X is rapidly losing players. But why is this? Today we're going to be talking about the, main problem, or I guess my theory as to why people are not playing this game anymore, what I think the issue is, and a problem that I also kind of have with the game. I think the game is very good, but I think there's one thing about it that kind of holds it back a little bit, and is the reason why it has dropped almost 300,000 players, right? So let's get straight into it and let's go talk about it. Okay, so as you saw in the intro, the player count on this game has dropped a lot. It is just continuing to fall, and I mean, I think I kind of know why, and I think, well, maybe a lot of people might not know why. I think some people, and they'll probably attest it too, that the fact that, also, why is it so dark in here? Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off track. I think they'll attested to the fact that they only had one update, but that many players should not drop off because of that. But I kind of have a theory as to why. I don't believe it's the difficulty. So if you watch that video where we talked about, is this game too difficult? That is definitely not the reason why people are not playing this. But I will tell you, it is something that kind of has to deal with that, and it is the updates. So far the updates, we've had Trial 1 update, unless that was already in the game, I could be wrong. But we had the first update, and then we had the Trial update, and then we had the Summer update. And so those are the updates we've had, right? And now, I know what you may be thinking, but they all came very quickly, right? The game's only been out for like a month, and we've already had 3 updates, which is pretty good. But here's where the issue comes. It's what's in these updates. 1, they're not very big, and 2, they have another big relying issue. Someone else that has a relying issue is me. A lot of you guys aren't subscribed that are watching, so why not subscribe? You know, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the summer ends, and you could help my issue out a lot if you just press that button. You can always unsubscribe later, but with that being said, let's get back on topic. So obviously, you know, we were just talking about how the updates have been relatively small, right? Like, they haven't added all too much. And then some of them add stuff that's kind of pointless, like giving Asta a 4-star Evo. Like, honestly, who really cares? It's not really, like, useful at all. Like, that's just, it's almost something pointless to add, right? But I do want to talk about the new update that is dropping tomorrow, I do believe. So let's go take a look at that. So I decided to pull up their Discord here just to show you guys. Now, they didn't show too much, obviously, but they showed this, Trial 3, and then they showed this unit. Now, as you can see, we are getting another trial unit, which is the problem. That is, I think, the problem with this game, why it's losing so many players. Like, if we go back and take a look, right, at the updates. So, first of all, we have this first trial, which is for Esdeath. A character, honestly, not that popular, right? I mean, let's face it. I mean, for Akame Got Killed, very popular character, but not a popular character. So we had that first trial, sure, whatever. Then the next update is, oh, guess what? We're adding another trial. It's like, all right, we got back-to-back of the same thing. We look at this trial, and it's Akainu, one of the most hated characters in anime, a character I'm sure nobody wanted. So again, we have another trial, same exact game mode, everything, literally everything done the same way, and a character people care about even less than Esdeath. And then we go into the summer, the newest update. I think you can see where I'm going with this. Another trial, this time with Crocodile. Now, people do like Crocodile, so that one's not bad. I will give it to him. But with all these updates, they are adding very niche characters. Crocodile is the only one that's somewhat of a mainline character. I mean, Esdeath might be too in her anime, but that anime is just not very popular for you to do for one of your first updates. So I find it a little weird. But anyway, that's besides the point. She's honestly the best addition out of all 3 of these. So we basically already have 3 trials in the game. 1 is limited. And of course, there's another issue that I will get to in a moment. But of course, they all play the exact same. So every update we've got so far has been a trial. Every single one has been a trial. They've been the exact same the whole time. Over and over again, all we've got are trials. And then they're getting another trial with this character whose silhouette looks so goofy. I honestly think it's Captain Ginyu. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's probably going to be another niche character not many people really care about, right? So, again, that's also another issue with it. So not only are we getting the same content every single update so far, which, in my opinion, I'm getting tired of, but we're also getting these niche characters that no one really cares about, right? Like, Crocodile is cool, don't get me wrong, but Esdeath, I mean, that's such a, like, well, it's not very niche. Like, obviously, I know the anime, and a lot of people know what it is, but for your first one, that's a little bit weird, but honestly, she's not even that bad. Akainu is definitely the bad one. I mean, nobody likes that character at all. Nobody likes Akainu. He's not a good character. Nobody likes him. Well, maybe not a good character, but you get what I'm saying. He is a character that nobody wants, right? So even if he's good, you're just forcing people to do the same grind they've already done 3 times for a unit that they don't like. And then so we're getting that again. We're going to have a 4th trial. Now, maybe it'll be something different, but I doubt it. I bet it's just going to be like 3 pads again, the exact same as the other 2. It's probably going to be the same thing, to be honest. And now, here comes the other issue that comes with just doing trials over and over again. The matchmaking in this game still sucks. It still does. I mean, I could make a whole compilation of me just raging at the matchmaking because of how bad my teammates are. Now, I get, my team's not great. However, if I had 4 of me, I could solo these trials easily. So easily. Yet, when you go matchmake into them, you get people who, like, don't know their lefts and rights. Like, it's actually ridiculous. Like, I'm just not sure why the matchmaking's so terrible. Half the time, you get disconnected from the matchmaking. Half the time, the max amount of people don't even load in. The matchmaking just sucks. And then I have found a better way, which is going to their Discord and joining on there. But even that's not reliable. I mean, I see many people that post links I go to join, and they end up losing, even though they're like, oh, I can carry, don't worry, I can solo. So it's still unreliable too. The matchmaking in this game is difficult. I wish they made these a little more soloable, to be honest. Now, at first, I wouldn't really want that, but after playing it, it's just annoying having to retry so much because of your teammates, right? And it's not because they don't have good enough units, it's just normally because they're just stupid and either place in bad spots, aren't paying attention to their path, worrying about upgrading their farms all the way. That's normally what happens, and that's normally why people lose. It normally has nothing to do with how far they are into the game. Normally, everybody in there has the units to where they can actually contribute, but they're normally all just stupid. And so that also raises a big problem. You're going to give us the same game mode for the 4th time in a row, and you're going to give us the same teammates that don't know what they're doing. So the grind, which is already long if you don't get it off the 1% chance, because then you have to do it, what, how many times? Is 200? It's a lot. You got to do it at least 20 times, right? I'm doing that about 25 times, completing it, by the way, because the matchmaking is so bad. Like, that's going to take so long. The amount of times you're going to attempt it is going to be way over 50. And even with 3 times speed, which isn't really 3 times speed, it takes forever. It takes so long. I mean, it probably takes like 7 to 10 minutes a run on one of these. And imagine waiting all that time just to lose. That happens a lot because people don't know what they're doing. Now, most of the time you do typically lose right away, right? But how annoying is it to go in there, matchmake, lose right away, come matchmake again, either a bug happens, let's say everything happens fine. You matchmake, you get in relatively quickly, Jesus, which will still take about like 3 minutes to get in. And then once you get in, you lose again, and then you got to go again and again and again for the same update, 4 updates in a row. Now, I do like this game, but I'm getting tired of doing trials, and honestly, I don't want to do this trial. I don't care who it is. I don't want to do the trial. I'm tired of it. Can we get an infinite unit? Can we get a legend stage unit? Can we get a new dungeon unit? Which I heard rumors we are getting a new dungeon unit, so that would actually answer my prayers a lot. Can we get a new unit in banner? Can we get new units like that? I'm tired of doing trials. I'm tired of it. Every single new unit has been trials other than Killua and I think Zeke. I think that's it. So yeah, I'm just tired of it. Can we please get something different? We've had the same update 4 updates in a row. It'd really be nice if we had some more variety, honestly. And that's why I think a lot of people are not playing this game right now, because does everybody have everything? No. But do they want to keep doing the same thing over and over again? No. The only grindable thing right now is trials. That's the problem. Because you can't even grind dungeon, right? You got to wait 2 hours. Sure, you can go get the unit from the Infinite, but it's not good. I mean, there's no point to get it. Zeke's better than the unit from the Infinite, so why would you ever go get it? Don't need it. I mean, there's no unit in the story to get. There's no unit in the challenges. Like, there's a unit in the PvP, but that's one of the worst game modes I've seen in any of these games. They have such an awful PvP system, I don't even want to talk about it. So the only thing you can really grind here is trials. And it's the same thing. Nobody wants to grind this, and then they're dropping another one. So I just really hope that they see their players going down and are not... I really hope they're not sitting there thinking that it's because they didn't update this week because of the summer thing. That's not why they're losing players. They're losing players because people are tired of doing the trials. Alright, that's going to do it for today's video. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Like I said, you can always unsubscribe later. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, as well as I have my Discord in the description as well. Once we hit 50 members, we're going to be doing a Discord viewer video. I also have my Twitch and my second channel in the description as well if you want to see and hear more of me. With that being said, I hope you had an amazing day. Thank you for watching.